Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Friday, January the 4th. Pleasure to have you with us today. We're going to wrap up this first week of 2019 with LOIS Long. Good to have you here, Lois.
Good morning,
Long.
Paul.
You're a volunteer with the Alzheimer's Association.
I do.
But you brought along, and you also are the founding director of University's Elder Care, which
Right.
we have talked about
Over the years
for many, many years.
Right.
That's what we want to deal with a little bit today, right?
Right. Because the University Elder Care Center, which started 30 years ago almost, is now called MU Adult Day Connection, but it's still the adult day services for people who need a good place to stay and the kind of care and supervision that helps them through their days and helps their caregivers.
Right. And these are people who don't want to go to a nursing home or don't have to go to a nursing home.
Yeah.
But they need some attention and care during the day when their caregiver may be at work, or perhaps caregiver needs a day or two off just for respite for themselves.
Right, and that word respite is sort of what we want to lead with today, because caregivers can burn out when they are responsible 24/7 for someone who may wander. 6 out of 10 people with Alzheimer's wander. They are looking for something, they don't know what, but they may leave the house or whatever.
And not even realize it.
And not know, and the caregiver not knowing is on edge so much of the time. So the whole idea of respite through adult day health care is that the person with dementia, which is the umbrella term for Alzheimer's and other kinds of memory loss situations, can come and spend the day at the Adult Day Connection or another adult day program in their community, wherever they are. And that way the caregiver who needs to go to work or needs time to go to their own doctor's appointment or whatever does not have to worry about what's happening at home while they're away. Mm-hmm. And so that's the deal with adult day and respite.
And we've got Jerry Kiesling here. And
Yes.
Jerry, you are the program director of MU Adult Daycare Connection, right?
Correct.
How many people are you helping each day?
So every day we have about 20 people who come in from our community.
And they don't necessarily come in 5 days a week, right?
Right. Some people come in 5 days a week, and then others come a couple of days a week. It depends on what they need and what their family really needs to be able to keep them at home.
Mm-hmm. When they come in, do they have to be mobile enough to be able to go to the bathroom, or do you take anyone who is bedridden?
Well, everyone needs to be able to do those things with the assist of one person, and to be able to eat with just set up and things like that. Our nurses who are there with us each day are able to help support people, and our independent living specialists are also able to help them with some things every day.
So you're there to give them assistance with going to the bathroom or moving from place to place.
Right. The other thing we do a lot of is the socialization, and we really want to know what that person likes to do and wants to do with leisure and enjoying the day. And so we do a lot of things that they want to do. People talking to one another, visiting, group activities, things that stimulate them cognitively, reminding them of the seasons of the year and what's going on in our community. Gives them a life, something
exactly,
to do.
And hanging on to dignity.
Correct.
Dignity is so important in all of us.
Right.
We want to feel that we have some self-worth. And I honestly believe that every person that's alive has self-worth and something to offer.
Definitely. One of the big deals we do is we have students who are from the School of Health Professions with us, and it's amazing what the individuals, those 20 people, teach our students.
I was
every
just going
day.
to say that.
It's
because
amazing.
It is. You know, a young person comes in and they're there to help the senior who is there. But keeping in mind that senior has so much more experience than the young person.
Definitely. And
they've got information to share with that young person.
Yes.
I find that amazing. I mean, when you talk to someone who is older than you got to realize, hey, they've been around a little bit longer. They've had a little more experience, and they know what they're talking about. You find that most of the students find that rewarding?
Oh, definitely. It's amazing when you read the thank you notes that you get years afterwards. The physician who writes you back and says, it meant so much. I talk to my patients in a different way because I spent time with Mr. Jones or Mr. Smith, or it's amazing. It's very rewarding.
What would you say is one of the most important aspects of the MU Adult Daycare Program?
It's a twofold system. The caregiver gets to take a break, have their life, continue what they're doing, but also almost every day we get a call from somebody who's calling saying, my parent, my spouse is just at home looking out the window, not doing the things they used to do. And then when we send them back pictures after they come in and start attending, and they see their parents or their spouse visiting with other people, engaging, not just sitting there, that's amazing.
Mm. I can imagine it is. The people concerned about the cost of it. How does this work? It can be on a sliding scale, right?
It can be. Our community is very giving, and while some people are able to cover the cost of their care because Medicare doesn't cover what we do, there are some people that have some income but not a lot. Mm-hmm. They still have to maintain their households, buy groceries. So the City of Columbia and Boone County have graciously given us money for scholarships.
So it can be a sliding scale depending on what is affordable to that person.
Right.
And also Medicaid does pay for adult daycare, correct?
Right.
But to qualify for Medicaid, you got to have everything else is gone.
Right.
Okay.
So when you don't really have assets to pay for your care, then Medicaid could be a possibility.
If people want more information, can they just come down and take a look?
They can. We're right on Providence Road in Clark Hall, right on the first floor in room 137, or they could give me a call at the 882-7070 number.
882-7070, and the website is?
adultdayconnection.com.
Okay, all right. Or you can just stop by and take a tour and see if it's right for someone that you love. Okay, thank you both for coming by.
Thanks.
And Happy New Year to you.
Thank you.
All
to
right.
you.